This is Ajahn Tim's Mindful Moments.
And action.
Have you ever felt yourself out of sorts, like haunted, like things don't seem right, bodies doesn't feel like yours anymore. You feel just a little numb, distant, unsure, maybe a little spooked. There's a distinct feeling that things aren't the way they should be. Definitely a sense of being haunted. It could be a time to grab hold of oneself and get some grounding. And mindfulness is rooted in the body. We're very clear about the body, how we're grounded in our feelings. Then there's a sign, I notice a sign when the feelings are right, when body is feeling numb and not feel disconnected, like lost in space. Then, like many, I'm aware of, we have our little ghosts, our traumas, memories and things will return and they'll spark up a reaction. For me, I often feel a bit out of touch with my body, a bit numb, and I find it difficult to communicate, a bit lost. And it's clear that it's connected with trauma from my own past. And it's a friend, really. It's a ghost that returns. And when I'm mindful of it, I can see the signs. I see it beginning. And I know the one thing that I don't want to do now is meditate. Because when I close my eyes and lose touch with that reality in my body, I just drift. I drift away. And it's very easy just to find myself falling backwards into a black hole. In my own case, when I'm aware of these feelings arise, I'm quite used to it now. It comes from time to time, every few years. The black hole is looming, it's close by. And there's a feeling of wanting to disappear. And first thing I will do is reconnect myself with the body, feelings. When the black hole arises, the feeling of separation, I go walkies. I take it for a walk. If I sit quietly, close my eyes, I can feel myself sinking deeper into the hole. If I get up, take it for a walk. I take myself out to the countryside, perhaps, or just something that might require a bit of physical effort. Sometimes I'll jump on my bike and tackle a hill and really ground myself in the feelings that I have and I know. And this black hole often is associated with some memories or feelings, and I kind of look at where I am now, as much detail and as care and attention as I can. I pay attention to every smell, sound, taste, touch. Very physical and very immediate. And I keep there as long as I can. Sometimes it's difficult, but then I keep maintaining that presence. And that presence brings me back into knowing. And if I catch it quickly and catch it early enough, the ghost takes no hold, gone very quickly. So mindfulness, meditation, they come together. But for many, I know we may be looking for solutions with our meditation. We think, well, okay, yeah, a few problems I have, I want to get to sort something out. And this is not, I would recommend, a process to try and fix anything or make anything change. It's about knowing change, knowing our own changes, knowing our own moods and the ebb and flow of our emotional contact with the world. And then in time, when the ghosts appear, they have very little to hold on to. You just say, oh yeah, here it is. Know you. Let me ground myself again in the present. And for me, the practice is very active and mobile. And it has no solutions. I don't come across any great discoveries, oh, this is why, or any storyline. I just notice that the ghost doesn't have anything to hang on to. I don't give it anything to hang on to. I give it now. I give it the present. And I find that those of us, and certainly in my explorations in early days, when I felt a bit spooked and felt that I was losing touch, I would go into my zafu. I'd sit quiet, I'd close my eyes and think that I could solve something. And I found myself getting sucked into it because what I needed was an anchor. We all need that anchor. An anchor is very much around presence. And as I mentioned before, many times we much approach meditation with a lot of questions, things that we feel we need to understand. And to repeat what I said before also, that in all these years, 40 odd years of taking interest in this path, I came into it with a lot of questions and found, well, no answers. But I have noticed the questions have disappeared. So I suggest we don't look for solutions. Meditation doesn't bring us solutions. It brings us a reality which is known. It brings us a knowing. It's very simple. It's not a knowing about things. It's just about knowing things for what they are. We know the ghosts for what they are. We know the black hole. They all belong. They all have its place. And we know the cause. We know the signs as they arise. And we know their escape. Our escape from them. So when we're facing difficulties, the best way out, as I've often said, is in. But in the moment, not in the fear, not in the feelings, but in the present. Take it for a walk. You might say that we're not trying to get rid of problems. We're just rediscovering an inner peace and brightness which has always been present. We've just been overlooking it, getting lost in holes.
Okay, cut.